Okay, so there's a lot of talk these days about finding your purpose. I remember when I first got into self-improvement, when I first watched some of Hamza's videos, I remember there was one video that I listened to just while I was in the gym, I think, and this video really left like a profound impression on me. And it was his like how to find your purpose video. So that you can go look this up. There's one video by Hamza where he talks about how he like found his purpose, and he gives you like a very practical guide of things to do. Basically, what he says is just go and sit in a hotel room for 3 days, and just don't go on your phone. Just sit there with a pad of paper, and just see what your mind does to you, And it's quite an extreme tactic, but I was very inspired by this practice. But what I was inspired more by was the idea of purpose. The idea that I could have like a really clear image of what I wanted to do with my life. And that's what I felt like I was really lacking at that point in my life, I had projects that I'd done in the past. I wanted to become a musician, things like that. But I was in a sort of period of my life at the moment where nothing really felt very significant to me. Nothing really felt like I wanted to do. Like I didn't really know what to invest in. I was just kind of existing, and it's funny because I think, particularly as a man, that's like such a bad way to live. Like I think it can make you really unhappy as a guy if you don't have like a clear purpose, clear reason to live, basically, like reason why you're here, and yeah, I was like, wow, that was the first time it really hit me that I could like find some sense of purpose in my life. So anyway, I tried a lot of this kind of stuff of just like sitting in my room without my phone, just for hours on end, journaling, walking in nature, stuff like that. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, like none of it really helps. Like did I get sort of interesting revelations about what I should do? Yeah, I did. But it didn't really solve like the ultimate question of like what am I here for? Like what is my purpose? Like what am I going to use my talents to do? And I think the reason for this is that actually this is the wrong way of sort of looking at it. I feel like purpose can be a bit of a red herring when it comes to like working out how to organise your time, because it's too abstract. It's too sort of esoteric. I think in a words, I would say people's purpose is just to kind of give their gifts, whatever that means. I think if you want to organise your time effectively, which is what we want to do basically, because life is so precious, you need a bit more than that. You need something a little bit more practical. And I've had a bit of a paradigm shift with this, where I've stopped thinking about purpose so much and just started focusing on goals instead. Like instead of thinking like what is my overarching purpose of like why I'm here, instead just think like what are some things that I want to get done that I can get done, and let's organise my time so that I can do those things, and leave it at that. Don't overthink it. I think all this kind of journaling and like going for long walks in nature and isolating yourself in a room for 3 days or whatever, it's going to give you ideas for sure. But I feel like the real thing that people need is not so much the ideas. Most people, if you had like a 5-minute conversation with them, they come up with something that they want to do. You know, I think the thing instead is just having the courage to try it in some way, or being organised enough to try it, or just realising that like you don't need any more than like a basic idea to start. You know, to be honest, my impression with Hamza is not that he had some great Road to Damascus revelation about self-improvement videos, where it was like, oh, I'm going to be the best self-improvement video creator ever. I think he just started making videos, and then it caught steam, and then he decided to invest in it. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of journaling along the way that helped sort of refine his sense of purpose, but I think for most people, certainly for myself, it's just a case of going like, what about that? Let's just try that and see, you know. So for me at the moment, it is travel vlogging. You know, that's what I decide I'm going to really put my resources into, you know. I'm still doing videos on this channel and whatever, but, you know, if I'm really honest with myself, that's the thing that I'm most willing to try, to put money and resources into. So I've just decided to do that. You know, I don't really worry about like what's the big reason behind it. You know, like how does it serve my sort of essence to the core, you know, and stuff like that. It's good to think about, you know, and it's good to get a sense of like your place in the universe and stuff like that. But really, if you just want to use your time more effectively, just start writing down some goals, you know, and just get an image of what you want to do, and then just do it. You know, just do what you can and then build on that, you know. So that's what's worked for me, basically. Just don't worry about your purpose. Just think about goals, and do the ones you can, and then go from there. You know, you might complete your goals and you think that didn't really do anything. You know, I don't really feel like I want to keep doing this anymore, which is fine. Then just stop. But often that will present you with a new opportunity. You know, you'll try something new. And a lot of male life is just like that, I think. You know, male life is very confusing. But that's the best impression that I have about what to do. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.